Hi, I'm Bibi from London. Dog Meat Festival has been held in Yulin, China for decades. This year's event has under fire from online media. Most of the comments are negative. But what Londoners really think about it? Do they have the same opinion? Let's find out. Yulin Dog Meat Festival in China?
I know Chinese eat meat, dog meat, but it's the first time I heard of a festival.
I don't know what the dog meat festival is. Yeah, I guess I would try it. Why not?
What do you know? What do you know? Yulin Dog Meat Festival? I haven't know. I didn't know nothing about it.
No, I wouldn't. Probably not, no.
Okay, so what do you think people who eat dog?
I think it's their choice. It's something I'm against because I don't feel like it would taste good, and morally I feel like it's wrong as well. But if it's their choice to do it, and if they're not significantly hurting other animals, I don't see why not. I'm a vegetarian, so...
I wouldn't try dog meat because I have a dog and I like dogs. I don't mind the people who eat dog because it's up to them, it's a free choice.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah, curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity. I'm a curious guy.
So welcome to our show. Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you just briefly introduce yourself?
I'm Richard, I'm 27, I'm from London originally. I moved back to London from Brighton when I was living for 12 years, but I'm originally from London. I work with children with learning disabilities, and this August I'm planning to go to China to teach English.
Okay, so you're going to China.
I'm going to China very soon. Okay, yeah, 2 months time.
So you must. Do you have to prepare some something for China, like doing a cultural research or?
I've done a little bit of research on the culture and the food and the language. I've done a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know the Yulin Dog Meat Festival this year?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. It happens every year, once a year, and it's a very big festival in Yulin, and people come from all over China. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people come over, and people come from other parts of the world as well to this festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you eat dog meat?
I have never eaten it before, no.
So do you want to try?
Well, it's a good question. I think I would try it, but depending on the circumstances,
Okay.
depending on where that meat came from and how it was prepared and the regulations behind it. I know that sometimes these dogs are not treated very well and they're kept in very bad conditions, so in that case I wouldn't eat that meat.
So can I assume like if it's legal, and if the dog meat was proceeds properly, and there's no hygiene problem,
okay,
you would like to try it?
But the main stress I want to point is that there was no suffering to the animal.
So human killed.
Yeah, so the same way that we treat cow's milk, beef, chicken,
pork.
Fish, pork, the same process. If you put the dog through the same process as that, and it was regulated properly, I would eat it.
So
yeah.
you would consider dog meat is it's the same as other.
It's an animal. It's a creature as well. Yeah, but obviously, you can treat it as a pet as well. I mean, some people have pet pigs.
Yeah.
And I eat bacon sandwiches. I eat pork, but it depends how you look at it, I think. Yeah.
So have you asked your family or friends about this issue?
I have, and most people are very shocked and say, you shouldn't eat it because dogs are pets.
Okay. So
yeah, I think that's the main.
So it's dog are pets. It's very common in Western country.
Yeah, in the UK, I think 1 in 3 people has a dog as a pet.
So it's very it's very natural that you say, well, we shouldn't eat our pets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but the dog we eat in China,
yeah.
in Yulin, Most of them, I can't say it's all of them. Well, most of them they are raised as a to be a food.
Right.
Like
Okay.
they're raised in a farm, and they kill them for food every year. It's a 1,000 years tradition.
Yeah.
So and we saw that there is a petition online in Twitter, and they say it's a Start Yulin 2015.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of animal welfare organizations. They try to carry some campaign to stop the festival.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't think they should stop the festival completely, because I think we should respect cultures and traditions from all over the world. If it's a 1,000-year-old tradition, that's a very long time. But what we should do is try and make sure that the festival is heavily regulated, and make sure that every single dog and dog meat is prepared properly and there has been no cruelty involved. If we do it, we could do a petition for that, but I don't think we should shut it completely. That would not be fair.
So it's even for you, you think like the festival is okay. People eat dog, they have their freedom.
I mean, the festival is okay, but at the moment I don't think it's okay, because at the moment I know that there is wrongdoing at the moment, but I think that they could change a few things.
So it's up to the government to do the registration.
Exactly. Yeah.
Enforce the regulation, proper have very strict law on it.
Yeah, they should.
Instead of just cancel it or stop it. It's not fair for the local people. That's your...
Yeah, it's not fair for the local people, because I mean, there are many traditions around the world, and if I just said we should stop that tradition because we don't feel... Like, imagine I said we should stop all meat consumption in the world because I'm vegetarian. It doesn't make sense, because some people enjoy eating meat, some people enjoy eating fish, and it's very nutritious. So, yeah, I think we just have to come at it at a different angle.
So, in Hong Kong and in Taiwan, it's Chinese part of China, and there's already they have introduced the law to ban the sales of dog meat.
Okay.
And it's down to the campaign from the animal welfare organization and the international pressure. So, do you think that is like a compromise, and they have given up some tradition because of the interference from outside the country and from the Western?
Yeah, I think it has interfered, because I think now a lot of countries want to please everyone and just have like a standardized way. But I think if it's taking away tradition and culture, it's not good, because I think countries have a right to celebrate that.
Yeah, but some of the Chinese people, they think eating a dog meat damage the image of Chinese to the world, because they were thinking you are like how can you eat a pet? The pets of the dog is our friend, and he think in the modern society we shouldn't, in an international standard, we shouldn't have a dog as a meat. We should give up that tradition. It's a very ugly tradition.
I think they need to, if they're going to do a campaign, they need to really show the world the difference between a pet and meat, and then maybe that way people will look at it differently.
You mean Chinese people should do that? Or?
The Chinese people and the government should campaign to the rest of the world to show them the difference, and to show them that it's not. Their intention is not to be cruel.
How can they understand the difference?
Well, people have fish as pets in their homes. They have aquariums, and they don't eat them. And it would be very sad if someone ate their fish. But people eat fish around the world, so I think it's just respecting different and understanding different views of food.
So you wouldn't feel like if a Chinese friend, if he tell you that he eats dog meat, you don't think that this guy has some morally problem? And
I think there was moral problems if he went about it in a bad way, but I think if the meat came through the right sauce, then it's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't judge him at all. I wouldn't judge him.
So tradition is tradition.
Yes, tradition's tradition. Yeah.
Okay. We're back to the Yulin festival.
Yeah.
I have seen many reports from the Western media like BBC, Daily Mail, New York Times. Major response online in the Twitters are against the festival.
Yeah, I understand. I fully understand that because they're aware of what's going on there, so I can understand where that outrage is coming from. But I think we need, instead of shutting it completely down, we need to change the way it's run.
But I feel that people in China, many people, they say we are like international in the international level, people condemn Chinese for eating dogs. From China, in China,
they eat it in Korea.
Yes, in Korea.
Well, yeah.
Well, sadly, in Korea, well, I can't say sadly. Well, just it's a fact. In Korea, in 1980, in 1980s, when they host the Olympics,
yeah,
they have to change the regulation about the dish for dog. The restaurant, they cannot have advertisement. They can't put on the sign of dog dish outside. So because the pressure from international
so they were very flexible
organization, because they say, okay, if we won't go to the Olympic if they don't change the law. So the Korean government, they have to compromise, to change part of the law.
Sure.
So but I have tried to talk to some people here from London, English people, African people, European people.
Yeah.
But I feel a different way. It's a different feeling because when we talk to normal people, they just say they don't showing that the what we think they think, because we think most of the Western people, they are against it and they don't like
true.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So why we only hear about the voice like saying, well, this is bad, this is terrible.
I think negative press always sells much more. One negative comment is equal to 10 or 20 positive comments.
That's a good
so
point.
That's why we hear more about the bad side of the festival. But
so the
good side of the festival is that there's families that have had that tradition for so many years, and they get together on that time of the year, and they do it. If they do things properly, they have even I've watched the documentary. They even have their pet dogs that they wouldn't eat. They're separate.
Yeah.
They understand that there's a separation there, and it's just a festival. So, yeah.
And most of them, they don't eat their own pets.
I think it's I think it's a lack of understanding around the world and in the media.
So we don't have to like listening to the noise, or you think we just keep our tradition, or I think we need to improve the how we treat the animal, how we treat the trade,
exactly.
How we regulate the business.
Because we want to know exactly where did that meat come from.
Yes,
it shouldn't be
it's
vague.
A hygiene problem.
It
as
needs
well.
to be 100% sure where did this come from, the source and the process, right up to the point it reaches the plate.
And there shouldn't be any animal cruelty.
No.
Yeah. The thing is, in Asia, we have to say there's not just killing the dogs, but also how you kill the pig, the cow. Well, most of them need to be improved.
Yeah, the whole meat trade needs to be improved. Not just in China, but I think even in the UK. I mean, there's people campaigning against the farming here as well.
Really?
Yeah, against the way that chickens are kept in the farms, the way that the cows are kept.
So you should have the free range. Free
range, but they want to stop it completely. So
but
if
it's
you
really
think
difficult.
It's difficult to stop it. So no matter where you go, there'll always be someone trying to shut something down.
And we should realize that we don't have really enough space for all those animals. Even people, they don't have a space to live. And how can we guarantee the freedom and the welfare?
It's becoming harder because there's so much demand for meat now.
Yes, because there's so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing, maybe we should cut down the population.
Cut down the population or start producing man-made meat. I think some scientists are working on that.
But many people, they are fear about the man-made stuff.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it?
Yeah, because they fear about like there's something wrong with that. It's not very healthy.
Not natural.
Maybe it's not natural. So yeah, that's a big problem. So it's always you need to find a balance.
I think in the future what might happen is that people or families will be limited to how much meat they can buy or consume per week or per month. Because,
really?
Yeah, because we're running out of space to produce all these animals. Yeah, the resources just sucking the earth.
Yeah.
Dry.
Well, finally, it's still down to the population, right?
Population is growing, yeah.
And
also the grasslands are becoming less. Yeah, so yeah, it's a big problem, big crisis.
Yes. So yeah, thank you very much for talking about.
Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
So you can say 大家好. It's hello everybody. So 大家好.
大家好，
我叫理查德。
我叫理查德。
或者or you can say 我的名字是。
That's the one that I know.
Yeah, 我的名字是理查德。
我的名字是理查德。
Okay.
大家好，理查德。Okay, one more time. 大家好，我的名字是理查德。
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
I hope it was.